Okay, I think I have got to learn how to use this camera on this laptop. It's driving me crazy. I may just go back to using good old handy dandy over there. But I was trying to do this easier since it has a YouTube button right there, and I thought it would be so much easier. But I just spent the last 10 minutes talking to the air. I thought I was telling you guys this story. And it was so heartfelt. I was almost in tears. You guys missed it. What I was trying to talk about was um, my first week at work wearing my natural hair. And it never comes out the same the second time when I say things because I have so many other things I want to say. But it basically, I was talking about how the first day I was very empowered and I felt very much like if you tell me anything, I was ready. I was in fighting mode almost, kind of like bring it on. I had my little smart remarks ready to give it right back to you and all of this stuff. And why should I care? Because this is what I look like outside of work. And, you know, I felt strong, so I walked proud and tall and higher. And so all of it could have been an act a little bit. You know, I thought that's how I felt, you know, but at the end of the day, when I got home and I was telling my, you know, my nieces and, you know, a couple of my friends about it, they were just like, well, dude, you go out to a nightclub with a bald head and you were fine and nobody cares. And, well, they care, but, you know, you're fine with it. So why would work be any different? And so I looked at it differently because that to me was the last frontier. I was always told that in order to get the job, you had to play a certain part and you had to do certain things. But then as I'm looking at it, yeah, I really don't care that much. But in the same token, I do. I did. I guess because I don't even know why. I can't really put that to words. But what I wanted to talk about was this emotional and the psychological effect that this week has had on me because it has. I'm not gonna lie. Even though people have seen this, you know, seen me like this, and a couple of people even um, around this neighborhood who've only seen this of me, you know, or in different places that this is how they see me. So if they see me with a wig, it's like they don't know who I am, one, or they're shocked by it. So the wig was kind of unusual for them. So now I had the opposite effect. So what I was trying to tell one of my coworkers, Manuel, um, is that I felt like I was ashamed and I wasn't being myself. And so every day I'd put this wig on and at lunch I'd want to take it off. And if I came home, I would. That's the first thing I'd take off. And at night, you know, I'd slide it over. And it just didn't feel good. And I live so close to where I work that, you know, yeah, it's bound to happen, you know, and I want it to be as comfortable in my own skin, into my own head. And if I like it this way, why can't I be comfortable at work? So I was trying to explain that to him. But I thought I believed it when I was saying it. I really thought I believed it when I was saying it until after I got some of the reactions, and um, some of them I weren't expecting, and some of them were shocking in a good way. But after I got them, and then when I would get the question, I'd see that my answer would change sometimes depending on who would ask. But it wasn't that I was lying. It was that on any given day, I could feel any given or any different way about my hair because it's so emotional and it's so psychological because I've been ingrained since I was little that my hair is bad. It's and you know we call it good hair and bad hair, but literally the courses of the courses texture is the one that I have, and so it didn't dawn on me fully until today as I was explaining my hair texture in depth to a coworker almost across across the room, if you will. So it was in ear distance of other people, and I didn't care. One, because I was educating her about my hair type, which she had no idea, and she's a black woman. And from what I hear, her mom has the same type of texture as mine, and she still had no idea of what I knew. And if she didn't have any idea, how, and I didn't have any idea up until a couple of weeks ago, or last couple of months, where I'm researching it so I could know how to actually take care of my hair when it starts to grow, if I decide to let it grow. And as I'm telling her this, it just started to dawn on me that I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, whereas before, even though I kept saying I'm not ashamed and it's how God made me, I think I was still kind of ashamed of it, because I still didn't know how to fully explain it to people in a way where they could understand. But somehow telling this black woman, it was like I was educating her, and it could have been anybody, but I took a little bit more time with her to try and explain the different texture, which is just a slight different texture between her kind of wavy hair and my zigzaggy hair. So while I'm explaining this, it just kind of dawned on me that it was almost like an acceptance that I was getting from telling her this, from explaining, and her looking at this hair texture is bad and just do something with it, to, oh, now I understand, why your hair texture is like that. And maybe if you didn't know, somebody else didn't know. And, maybe they don't know because they don't want to know, or they're just not trying to be, trying to find out, and all that good stuff. But it was like a catharticism to get it out to her and have her understand it, and to actually explain it in a good way, to where it was just like, now I feel more comfortable explaining it to you and educating you about it, and so this is Thursday now, so this is day number 4. So yeah, the novelty has worn off, but then I had all that psychological stuff going on with me, because, and this is stuff that nobody talks about, the psychological aspects of it, while everyone else has gone on about it and gotten the shock out of the way, and the novelty has worn off. Because day one, it's beautiful, it's, your makeup is done because you want to look impressive. So yeah, day one, and I didn't dress extremely, anything, I just wore the same thing, but I didn't want to showcase an outfit. I wanted to showcase the hair, and the face presentation, because one, you were going to be looking up there. I don't think anybody even remembered remotely what I had on anyway. It didn't matter. So that's what I was trying to focus on. And then after that, it's like, okay, every day am I going to wake up and do eye makeup? Every day am I going to do all this? Or what's going to happen after this? So that's some of their, I'm sure they had those concerns or whatever, but now it's up in here now. And I'm going to go 2 ways with this conversation, but I'm going to have to continue it on to the psychological part of what I was feeling. And that's something I really want to talk about also. I probably should have started this video with it, like I started the last one, but I did run out of time, and now I'm running out of time, so I'll pause it. If you want to hear that part of it, press play. If not, move on to the next video. But I hope it helps somebody, and maybe I'll look back at it and laugh one day.